It's electric, running down your spine, taking up your time, feeling every line. Can you feel it?
Hey guys, what's going on? Oak will be on here in just a second. He is having a few issues with his computer, but I think he's getting it figured out. There we go.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Hold on, I'll mute you. There we go.
There.
Where
Wait,
you
is
going?
that supposed to be muted?
Yes. It can only hear one of our mics, or it echoes.
Hold on. Because I don't have any pants on either, so no, I'm joking.
What?
No, completely joking.
All right. How's everybody doing tonight? We are here for our Kickstarter Live. I'm Nicole Alonso, and I play Tank in Crawl or Die.
And I'm Oklahoma Ward, right? Call that too, but yeah. Actually, we have a lot of good news again tonight. I don't know what's going on in the universe, but a lot of really good stuff happening.
Hey, Johnny.
But I think we'll save the best for the last.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Which is
my hair looks crazy right now.
Kind of like
I don't know what to do with it.
When she met me, I was the last person she met that night, and it was like the best thing that ever happened to her. But anyway, okay, we can go from there.
Right. I hope there are no burglars here tonight. Freaked me out seeing that guy. Yeah, that was a really scary picture. So is that what was happening? He was trying to burgle you? That's crazy.
Okay, I don't think that's how you form that sentence.
Yes, it is.
He was trying to burglar you.
I said burgle. I'm back. I was stepdaughter the other day. Damn it. What's up, Steve? Welcome back.
No, Shirley. Diane, was it? Do you have like over here they call it Ring? It's like a camera on your doorbell. She caught somebody trying to break into her house on her video camera.
You'd think the director would understand the echo issue.
Well, good to see you, Jeremy. Sad that you gotta leave so early. Again.
Hi, Zach. How's it going?
I'll see myself out. They didn't get anywhere, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary. And you said you had that issue before, so I can't imagine.
We had that same thing happen here last night. Sadly, our neighbor who has chickens, their chicken must have gotten loose, and that poor thing wandered into our yard, and our Rottweiler took care of that situation in about 5 seconds. Because when Nikki walked outside, it looked like it had snowed in our backyard, and
there was an offering right by our door.
Yes.
Of a chicken.
When she sat right beside it, looking at us like, "Look what I did for you guys."
Yeah. So
I'm sorry, not for you guys, because somebody came running up, yelling my name, which meant I need to go down there and take care of that.
That was a little traumatizing.
Yes.
That poor chicken. But you know what? She definitely did it for us because she didn't try to eat it or anything. She just snapped its little neck and then left it sitting there for us. So
yeah.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah.
Going good. Fun. Trying to find the dog tag perk. All right. Okay. Well, 3 masked men. Oh my goodness, Diane. Hopefully I have some good locks. The dog tag perk. So I guess we can go ahead and talk about that first. The dog tag perk is available now. It's we only put it up as an add-on instead of a new perk. So if you have a perk, you just have to go into Kickstarter and manage your perk, and you should be able to add on the dog tags. So just to recap, or for anybody that wasn't here yesterday, what you're going to get with that perk is the dog tag with Tank's actual name, like her real name as a character that has not been released. It'll come with 2 different chains, and it comes in a little tin box like you see there. It comes in this box. And in it will be a handwritten note from Tank that has a plot point, a secret plot point from the upcoming movie that only people who get this perk will have.
Yeah, you skipped a huge part of that.
What?
The note will have their name in it specifically.
Oh, right. It'll be made out to, with your name on it.
From Tank.
And also what we're including in that perk is a magnet, like a Mohawk magnet. Of Tank 1, and then also an 8.5 by 11 signed black and white Tank poster
by Zach.
Now,
when she says poster, it's
8.5 by 11.
Right, 8.5 by 11.
Like a letter.
I don't know that you would call that a poster.
Okay, well, an image.
a drawing,
Right.
a doodle.
I don't know what you want to call it. I forgot to upload a picture to show them, but it's on.
And the good thing about it is that every one of those that we put out, we give some to the artist too.
Let me
So
share.
it does kind of help the artist.
I can share my screen and show it. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. So sure. Grilled black chicken and cooked it. I felt the same thing too, but no. Trust me.
Okay, so yeah, this right here is the perk. Let me zoom in on it a little bit. Maybe I can.
Yeah, because people looking on the phone would literally have.
Okay,
You know,
hold on. I got this. I got this. Let me try again.
bend their
Zoom in over
nostrils to
here.
the left to scoot in on it.
Oh, their nostrils to the left. Okay. So in more. Okay, we're getting it. We're getting it. I swear, we got our stuff together here. All right, that should be better. Let me share the screen. Window. Okay.
Zach
So
says he clicks the add-on tab, but it doesn't do anything.
okay. I'll have to look into that after the live because I tried it twice earlier and it seemed to be working. But I'll go ahead and take a look at it and make sure. But yeah, this is the stretch perk. That's the drawing, the black and white drawing. It won't let me zoom in on our live app any more than that. But then the tin, the magnet, and the dog tag with the chains. And the tin will have a custom sticker on the top of it as well. So yeah, so that's what you're going to be getting. And I will see if there's still an issue. If you can't get it after the live, Zach, I'll log in. But I did try it myself, and it seemed to be working. So hopefully it is
We'll
working.
give it a run through and see.
Yes.
One thing that while you're doing that, Nikki, I can talk to y'all about is one thing for sure that we're doing. We're adding 2 pages to our website. One, we're getting so much artwork from people overseas and here in the U.S. Somebody, which I'm not going to say it until we put it on there, somebody who can't draw for a lick, took out a pen. There's this restaurant here in Tulsa that kind of famous for their chili. It's like Ike's Chili House. Anyway, so they scribbled out the most crude, it's almost a stick figure, but then did this huge mohawk on it and then had everybody in the restaurant sign it and send us a picture of it. Like, we're going to put all that artwork up on the website just from like fans artwork stuff. And then, Jeremy's, look at Jeremy breaking stuff down. Manage your pledge, change your pledge, click the pledge amount, then the add on button shows up.
Yes, that is how it works. So it should be working. It should be working. They have tutorials also on YouTube that I can post if you're having issues, Zach, that sort of guides you through with,
See, that's what
pictures.
That's what I was worried about. Like, is if it's difficult for people.
Well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
I'll
give
of
it
people have problem with
till
it.
tomorrow, and if a bunch of people are not able to do it, then we'll figure out a solution. But
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Scopes is badass. I agree.
And so then the other thing that we're doing is that I have noticed that there are a lot of people that are fans of us that have cool things that filmmakers can tap into. For example, there's somebody on here who trains horses, and not only does she train horses, she's got a ton of them here. And I do know that she wasn't aware that there was a film that came into film in Oklahoma City a while back that was in need of horses for the film they were doing. And I said, listen, Nikki, I was like, have a page up on our website. And if you do something, if you're a filmmaker, wherever you're at, if you're involved in the movie in any way and you want us to, we can make a page that kind of, you'll have to send it to us though. I don't want to be like, let me make it and ask you all. But like Steve, for example, for sure, send your name in, whether you have a name of the company, whatever, you can put filmmaker, act, all that stuff. And we'll just throw it right in there. We'll just copy and paste. And if you guys want, if you have a web page or a way that you can be contacted, because we do have a lot of people. There's 2 or 3 people that were involved with the movie that make short films on their own. And if they could go to that page, and it'd just be a good way for people to know. Like, I think it's Zach. I'm not sure. Anyway, we have a lot of people that actually get hired for showing training on things that filmmakers could reach out and go, could you help us? This is what we're making. So anyway, it's just something that we thought might be kind of cool for people to know. Like Jeremy. Jeremy makes Jeremy does a lot of things, and he's also a male go-go dancer. So we'll put all that on there, and
he's really good. He wears the kilt and everything, so you'd enjoy watching. Diane says, just added it to Sergeant's pledge. He doesn't understand dog tags. Awesome.
Sergeant is the name of her dog.
Yes. Perfect for him.
Thank you.
And it has 2 different chain lengths, so you actually could put it on his collar if you wanted to.
I can do craft services. Yeah, and Casey, that's not like a joke. Like, one of the reasons that we kind of came to Oklahoma, well, I came back, but I brought her here, is that when I did my first movie, the one that I haven't released to anybody yet, someday I probably will, is the amount of people that were willing to show up and help. We had this one woman that did craft services for us all. There was another guy that owned a restaurant here, and I made a deal with him. He was like, you can bring your whole crew in, and I'll feed them free breakfast as long as you bring them back and have lunch. And I was like, well, and he was like, no, I'll make a special for like $5 and everybody can have something, but that gives them some money back. Plus, then everybody got to learn about his restaurant. We had a guy that owned a motorhome place, and he was like, can I get some free advertisement? And, so I'm just saying there's a lot of things that people can do because they don't have a lot of that here available. And so something like that, yeah, definitely.
I will vouch for your craft services
Grab
because
all
your
my
food is amazing.
$1
For Jeremy. He's got that ready.
No, Zach, well, here's the other thing too, man. Look. Oh, you mean for the dancing. Oh, I thought you were going that we're trying to take all y'all's money for the deal. No. I'm like, I was going to say,
for Jeremy's
no, listen, you guys have done enough. And I promise you, we've held some back for another campaign for down the road. Like, but I see what you're saying now. I was way behind. Okay, so there's that. Oh, come on, we want to see it. How much it's grown as a filmmaker. Yeah, no, I will at some point. I've decided that what I'm going to do is make a special thing that everybody that helped on this movie, so you guys probably aren't even going to have to pay for it. But I think I'm going to try to ride off the back of the success of this. And so all those new people, I only want to make it available on my website. I don't want to go through a distributor because they would just take all the money. Plus, so I think it's a way that Nicole and I could maybe, get doors for rooms and stuff like that. I just think it'd be a small little thing that people that are fans of us might find interesting.
Doors for rooms?
Yeah.
For the bathroom?
We when we were making the movie set, I was like, well, we're going to need some doors on some of these sets. So I was like, well, take the doors off the one of the bedroom. I went, let's take the one off the bathroom. And she said, okay, I'm going to stop you right there. I wasn't allowed to use that door.
People get close on the movie set, but not that close, all right? Okay, something else interesting that we're going to do. We've been reading into this quite a bit and researching it and all that. But this new thing called, well, not new. I guess it's not really new now.
No, not new.
It's called NFTs.
Yep.
And it's to do with like Bitcoin, basically. It's not bought with Bitcoin. It's bought with something called Ethereum. It's kind of hard to explain if you don't know about Bitcoin already.
Just say cryptocurrency.
But yeah, cryptocurrency. And we're going to be selling some of our artwork and GIFs and stuff like that via NFT. So I didn't know if anybody here like knows about that or be interested in it, but we're getting that all set up and we're going to begin selling them. So
it's more for it seems like a lot of people overseas are really into it, and the thing about it is we're just stupid for not offering it because it's out there. And we have a filmmaker friend of ours who has sold their posters and stuff like that for an insane amount of money. So while I don't really care about it that much, what I do care about is it's stupid of us business-wise for not to put that stuff out there. So we will have a page on the website for it, but it will only be stuff that's available paid in cryptocurrency because it's going through their sites and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it'll be sold via a site called OpenSea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've uploaded quite a bit of the artwork now. We just have to go through the process of actually, I don't know what they call it, but listing it for sale, basically. So I'm pretty excited about that. And if you are into that and you're into owning, what do they call it?
The digital rights.
Non-fungible.
Yeah,
whatever.
Non-fungible. Yeah.
There's going to be a ton of crawl or die content on there.
How I'll explain it real quickly, because for people who are into it, it's like reading dry molasses on the side of a mayonnaise jar. Is this. It is.
What?
It is. It's like this. We're actually selling the rights to, like, the GIFs. You know, the GIFs of, show them, like a GIF.
Oh, sorry.
While you're stuffing your mouth with my Rice Krispie treats.
Hey, you're not eating them fast enough. So, like these.
Yeah. Okay, for example, I will put that up without the Kickstarter stuff. I'll put that up, and I will put that up for sale. And what that means is somebody out there in the world, it's usually a 12-year-old kid that made $1 million in cryptocurrency. And he goes, I go, you can own this forever, but only digitally. And they don't have the right to sell it, and they don't have the right to manipulate it.
Wow.
But they just own it. Kind of like, you know what I liken it to? Playing cards, football cards. I used to collect football cards, and it's the same thing. They get to have a portfolio and show all their friends and go, look, I own this GIF and this GIF and this GIF. But they only own it in the digital world. And I'm like, I don't give a damn. I'm like, yeah, if somebody wants to pay me money for that, buy it. And we're going to see. We're going to put it out there and see.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. And they actually can resell it to someone else via cryptocurrency.
Oh, look at that.
I saw
Oh, that's going to learn.
This thing made of toilet paper rolls. Well, I never noticed that, but thanks.
I love it.
I was reading about them earlier. Yeah. I think they're a pretty cool thing. It's kind of new to us, so we'll see how it works. But there's filmmakers on there that are funding their whole movie on.
Kevin Smith is.
Yeah, via cryptocurrency.
Kevin Smith is actually selling his whole movie to somebody in cryptocurrency, and then they're going to get to take that damn. Yeah, it's I'll tell you what it is. If it ends up working well, and they get everything figured out on it, it'll be a great thing for independent filmmakers because it'll be a way to cut distributors out. So
you can buy Ethereum on PayPal. Cool. Yeah, I know you can. Like, I know Cash App, you can buy Bitcoin. So I didn't know that about PayPal. That's actually good to know because we're gonna have to buy some Ethereum to start our NFTs. And I was having to research how to do that, so that's very good to know. Actually, thank you.
All right, what else was there?
But I'm excited. So we talked to you guys yesterday about how you enjoyed sort of watching the filmmaking process and seeing us on set actually doing scenes and stuff. So we are filming Saturday some more pickup scenes, and so we'll be live on Saturday. I don't know for how long because I don't know.
We are also on Sunday too, but on Sunday we'll just be you and I.
Yeah, but I don't know like which scenes have major plot points and stuff. So
everything we're shooting Saturday night we can be live for.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll be live it won't start until probably later in the evening or like around this time because that's when the actors show up. But we will be live and hopefully, in the tunnels and stuff you guys can watch again. So that should be fun. It's always nerve-wracking as an actor, personally, knowing people are sort of watching your scene live, but you guys seem to like it. So.
Are you serious? Really?
Yes.
Like, I mean, because actors are kind of like egotistical. You want to be in front of the camera all the time, right?
Oh, shut your face hole. Look who's talking.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, so that kind of leads into, though, that we actually recently gave out an acting, I guess you could call it an exercise or a project that we are going to have our actors do for the movie. And Oak was going to talk a little bit about like how he
Oh, we're there already.
Well,
wow, you're ripping through topics. Yeah. So anyway, what we're doing is it's not an acting thing. There's a project for the movie that I wanted all the actors to do, and I realized that later on I'm going to use that as an acting lesson for the actors, because what I'm asking them to do, and I'm not going to tell you all why or how it pertains to the movie, but basically what it was is I need you to take like 10 to 12 to 13 photographs that tell a story. And you'd be amazed at how hard it has been for people, because they have all these ideas and then all of a sudden you only have, so many photographs to tell a story. And a story has to have an arc, has to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. For me, it seemed really simple, but I realized it's not for a lot of people. And I realized that's a really good exercise, because here's what I've learned that they like to do. They like to send you these photographs, but then explain. They're like, now see, this is about, and I'm like, no, I need you to shut your mouth. And they go, no, I want to explain what these are. And I'm like, but you're not going to be in the movie theater standing up going, let me explain what this is. And I go, I learned that as an independent filmmaker, but I went, it's been a very eye-opening experience. Watch these people show something and be devastated and go, when Nikki and I go, what the hell is this? And they're like, what do you mean, what is that? That's a tree. And a tree represents life. And I'm like, that's not what a tree represents to me. Tree represents means allergies and bugs. And they're like, no, it doesn't. And I'm like, yes, it does. And so it's been a fascinating thing, because what they're having to learn is how to clearly and precisely share what they're trying to put forth. And that, I think, is a terrific acting lesson, because a lot of times actors build up in their mind how they're going to play a scene, and then you're looking at it and going, what is this? You're not doing anything. And they're like, no, I'm inside. I've suppressed all the anger. And I'm like, okay, well, you're going to have to let something out, because you look like you're just sitting there. And they're like, no, but I'm not. I'm like, oh, yeah, you are. So I think I'm going to incorporate that next time. I think that actually might be how I start with all the actors next time, is have them do something like that.
Yeah, I think it would be helpful, because you did actually have us do several exercises sort of in the beginning that were very helpful, but I never thought about that. And I get it now, especially because that does happen as an actor. Like, you rehearse in your brain, or to yourself or with your fellow actors, and you get in your head what you think is going to be seen as far as what performance you're giving. And so you're like, well, I think that I would, look here and pause and think about it or whatever. And then he'll be like, the camera's over here. What the hell are you doing? And all it looks like is you're sitting there like this, and you have to sort of on the fly incorporate that. It's actually helped also learning that during filming, because I've now started before the scene coming up to him and being like, okay, where's the camera going to be? What am I portraying to the audience here?
I think one of the biggest things is this, especially young actors, and I don't mean age. I mean as in
green actors
being on set, is for some reason all actors love that they can't wait to get to that one big scene where they get to scream or cry or something. And I understand it, because when we watch movies, we all, we wait for that scene. But I go, you realize the whole movie was building up to that too. You got to put the same amount of energy into that buildup. But anyway, so one thing that I've watched them learn is I go, okay, so let me see this angry scene. And, they're, yeah, and, they're throwing all around. And you're like, okay, now, that's great. Just remember, I'm going to have to get a close-up. And when you do the close-up, you're going to have to give that whole performance and keep your face within this frame. You can't be doing this. And they're like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah. And they were like, how do I do that? I was like, well, you do it. You got to figure it out,
Yeah.
Like, I got to have the close-up of your face. What you just did over there is great for the wide shot. You're bouncing around like a monkey. You hung upside down. You punched the dog. Like, you did everything.
Whoa, we have no dogs being punched
And then I go,
in our movie.
now I got to get close up of your face. And if you think that I can run around, I was like, and so that's been Nikki's really good at it. But it did take you a while to learn how to do that. Because
I was going to say, I understand that because I actually, before doing any movies with you, mainly had a background in theater. And so it's the complete opposite for theater. In theater, you have to perform for the person all the way in the back row. So your big crying scene, you're like, and you have to break down and cry. When you're doing film acting, he's right. It's all here. It's right here in your face. And you have to figure out how to portray those emotions basically with doing almost nothing, like very little. It has to all be in your face and maybe you clench your jaw or maybe your eyes squint or something, but you can't be like, my mother died, it just wouldn't work. So, but it does work for the wide shot, right?
And so I think what actors get stuck up on is how then, when it comes to a close up of your face, can you give the same type of intense performance? But I go, you can't move from side to side. You need to be right there and give it. And it's a big thing. Michael Caine was the best at it.
You actually did give. I remember one of the first major meeting that we had with all the actors. We had everybody come here to sign contracts and sort of meet him and us and get to know a little bit about each other. He did show several projects, and to me, that's super helpful as an actor to see other actors doing what he's wanting. But if you watch movies like There Will Be Blood or even Magnolia, like the scene with Tom Cruise in that interview, there's tons of actors that you can see. It's so good. The camera is like right here in their face and they say a million things without saying a single word. And it's just so powerful.
Yep.
And even that show we were talking about yesterday, Mr. In Between, he is great at that. Like he's great at that. So it is something that's
I always know an actor is tearing up the screen when I'll take that show for an example. Again, it's what I love. It's also what I loved about the early Dirty Harry movies. It's an actor is just on fire when there's other actors talking and that actor is either in the background or just standing there not saying anything, and you're still watching that main actor, even though all the other actors are talking.
Yeah. And
that's the way always on that show, Mr. In Between. I mean, there can be somebody, his friend can be killing somebody, and you're still going, oh, look what he's doing. And, oh, I can't wait.
Yep.
And also, it's not that the other actors aren't doing a great job. It's not that the side stories aren't great. But I literally go, oh, he's off screen. Now, put some more salt on the popcorn. Oh, wait, he's back. Hold on. And I go, that's... And I literally think you could fit on one page out of all the seasons the amount of sentences he has together.
Oh, absolutely. What's up, Emily? Hey, Bobby. How's it going? Met Michael Caine, was an extra in Little Voice.
Yeah.
He seems like he'd be cool.
Michael Caine is one of the absolute best at subtle actors. I mean, he is just spot on. And, like in the original Get Carter and everything, he's just phenomenal. So much so, think about it, how many times have you seen him? And look, I love Jack Nicholson. I mean, I love how he gets crazy and all that, because only he can do that without it being crazy. But think about this: how many times have you seen Michael Caine do that? And yet he's in so many dramatic films and have that same intensity, but he just keeps it all right there, and you're just like, man, that guy's smooth. Yeah, he gave
a whole class that's on YouTube on how to act for the camera, and it was just the most fascinating. Like, even the way he was like, then you step here and you look at this eyeball, and like the whole thing was crazy.
Yeah, it's a little dated because at that time you were dealing with cameras that were like 300 pounds.
Yeah, like and film
and you had
also.
to hit marks.
Yeah.
But the overall of what he had on there was just phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
Carl and I 2 decals go on the truck in the morning, and I'll be at the Oklahoma Full Auto Shoot and Trade Show all weekend. So there will be thousands of people that will see it. My buddy's going to be working on the active GIF images decals next week also. How cool! Please send pictures. I would love to see your truck at the show, like with the decals, and obviously just see the decals. I would love to see that.
Yeah, Zach, that is really cool.
That's awesome.
I mean, and if you take pictures, I would like to put those on like the artwork page and everything, because it is one of the things that, and we'll get to this about, we got a call. Well, we had a Zoom from, and it's really exciting, from a huge distribution place overseas. And in fact, it's a little scary because I went, it's happening really a lot faster than we thought. But part of it is they're amazed at the fan interaction. And I understand it because, as they said, now remember, I don't want to see anybody online going, these 2 idiots compared themselves to. We're not comparing ourselves to this. Was what they said, which was, it's crazy. Breaking Bad was out there, and they were like, that was one of the greatest shows ever. And do you know how many fans drew pictures and sent to the writer and the producers? And I was like, no. And they were like, well, who are you guys? And this is happening. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't know. And so all of that stuff is, we really thank you all for that. We're going to try, Zach. It's going to be a while because we still have easily 8 weeks of some intense work inside the studio. But I want to make sure that wherever we have our premiere, either we have you in your truck there, or make sure that on the way when we're driving everybody to wherever we decide to have that screening, we go by wherever you're at and we'll all pile out and take this great big picture of it. I think that would be really cool.
Michael Caine remembered me afterwards and came straight up and kissed me on my forehead. A lot of jealous women watching. I bet there was. Probably. Was he a sexy icon back in the day?
Yeah.
One of his films was filmed in my town. Oh, cool.
And also, the other thing. Oh, I'll just say this, Diane. I know 3 people that have worked with him on projects, and they did say he is one of the most polite actors that they've ever met in their entire life. Like, he actually brought coffee to 2 of the extras because they looked nervous, and he was like, this will calm you down. And I'm going to tell you something. I was on a set with some actors, and that's unheard of. Because I was low man on the totem pole. I was running for coffee every 5 minutes for these guys.
I'd love to be there with the truck. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that would be so cool. I love it. It was in 1997. He was lovely. He seems lovely.
Yeah. So what else? Oh, yeah. Okay. So the other thing that we know coming up is we've got the bar. We do have not the bar crawl, but we've got the car wash coming up. Not on this campaign.
Yeah, that'll be the next campaign.
But on the game ones. Make sure that you show everybody again the new perk and throw up Jeremy. But he has no Keanu. I've heard the same thing about Keanu too.
Man, Keanu seems like the coolest dude ever. Y'all talking about Keanu Reeves, right? We were talking about Michael Caine, but also Keanu Reeves. So yeah, this is the new perk that was added. It was put there as an add-on. So if you haven't donated yet, you can choose whichever perk you want to donate, and then you can add on this perk. You get Tank's dog tag with her real name on it, which is secret, which nobody knows. And you get 2 different size chains, and it comes in a specialty tin box with a custom sticker on the top of it. And then it will also have a handwritten note inside from Tank made up to you with a plot point. Are you about to throw grapes at me?
No.
With a plot point of the movie. The dog tags. So Emily, if you go into your Kickstarter and hit manage your perk, you can add it on to your perk.
Mm.
And then you also get a tank mohawk magnet and a signed 8.5 by 11.
There's the directions, Emily.
Yes, a signed 8.5 by 11 drawing by Zach of Tank. That's really cool. So that's the new add-on. I may have to cancel my current pledge and redo it and see if I can get the dog tag add-on. Okay, you should be able to add it without canceling. I think Diane was able to add it on. So you just where'd that go by Jeremy?
No, it's up there. Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, so there's how you do it, Zach. Just so that way you don't have to cancel. I found my long sleeve tee today while packing. You did. Well, you should take a picture and send it.
What is it?
Throw back on Bobby's tank shirt.
Oh, he did.
Bought. Yeah. Keeps going to the change my pledge page. Yeah. So when you go to, it says manage your pledge, change your pledge, then click the pledge amount, and then the add-on button shows up. And it should be down there. Diane said it added easily. So yeah, if you just click the pledge amount, the little add-on section should come up underneath, and it'll say add-on. Okay, cool.
Cool. And if it doesn't work, you can do that. You can cancel the one and.
Yeah, but it should work. I don't.
There was something I was going to talk about.
Put on a few pounds since them days. Oh yeah. No worries.
So one thing that we got asked, and you all can help us out on this. We've been doing some of the research, but it's a negotiation thing that we have to use. But we were asked this today. So you all throw out there, in the last couple of months, if you have been, and believe me, I don't say, well, theaters haven't been open. I understand that. That's why they're asking us the question. Have you seen any horror movie in the theater? And if the answer is no, don't answer. And the other one is, what's the last horror movie that you saw streaming on any service that you really, really liked? And so if any of you all throw that out there, we can add that into the research because we have to bring that information into the meetings. So yeah. We need a...
Thank you guys for being patient with us. Of course. Thank you guys for supporting us. Are you kidding? We are here to help, and we are absolutely patient.
Oh, Steve, this is what they ask us.
Awesome.
But what's the last one that you really liked?
I'm glad it worked, Zach. Thank you. We need a 1/6 collectible Tank figure. So, Bobby, we actually looked into trying to do like a pop figure of Tank, but we would have had to charge too much money for it for you guys in order to even make a little bit and just pay for the expense of it because it's so expensive just to have one custom one made. So we decided we didn't feel comfortable charging as much as we'd have to charge for it. So we decided on the dog tags.
Yeah, it was so expensive.
Yeah, we found a company on the dog tags that's going to work with us to make the specialty ones that we want. So it was way more price friendly. And we'll just save that. Hopefully, when we get distribution, we can talk our distributors into making us like a bunch of them, and we'll do it at that point. New Conjuring. Yeah,
I wrote that down. Thanks, Steve. Bobby. Oh, I know what figure you want. I want that figure too. But
what do you mean?
Like the very realistic.
Oh, like the ones Matt made?
The real realistic ones. More like those and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That we checked into that and we did.
There's no way.
But we do. It is in the contract now for any of the distributors.
Spirals.
For them to
the Wicker
pay
Man.
for it to make it available, because what everybody is wanting us to do is to go to the horror conventions with this, like Texas Frightmare. There was a Comic-Con and all that kind of stuff. And so we said, we'll go there. And what we're putting in contract is they have to provide us a set and stuff like that for us to give out to the fans and everything. So that's what we're trying to have included this time in the contract.
Oh, Zach, no worries at all. Seriously. I always feel bad because sometimes I'm not always sure how to help, but I'm glad that we could get it figured out. And I so appreciate you buying it and donating more to the campaign. Seriously. The nation's oldest drive-in movie theater is here in West Washington. I'm currently trying to get in touch with the owner to throw Colored Eye on the big screen. Fingers crossed. That's awesome, Emily. It'd be crazy to see our film at a drive-in screen. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, if that were possible, you could. And if they say yes, contact me, and I can send it in a format that would be like
high quality.
It'd be very high quality, and it wouldn't cost me anything but like $5 to do that.
I'll get one made. Oh man, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Spiral was awesome. I want to see that. I've heard some good things about it. Diane had said that too, that she likes Spiral.
Wait. Okay, now I love it when this happens. Psycho Gorman. Now, okay, was that in the theater or was that had to be streaming, right? And if so, what was that about, and how did you hear about it? Like, how did you know that? I assume that that's not somebody's name and you just threw that out there. I assume that's name, right?
he's just messing with you. I really want to see In the Earth. I don't think I've heard of that one either. Have you? In the Earth?
No.
Oh.
Me too. Me too, Bobby. I want to see that one.
Yeah, that does look good. Love you guys. Love you. Thank you, Zach. Will do. Yeah, let us know. And if it happens, you have to take pictures.
Oh, Shutter. Yeah, I should have known.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's again, I'm not allowed to say much, but it's good to hear because
thank you, Shirley.
The one thing that I was worried about just a little bit, I was like, are people like, seems like a great bunch of people and they're really wanting to sit down, but I was like, does anybody go to Shudder? Like,
it seems like they have a pretty good sized audience. It's all over the place. Psycho Gorman. Okay, cool. Ben Wheatley is amazing. Is he he's in that, I'm assuming. I bought it on Vudu. Oh, okay, so it's on other sites too.
Wow.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. We have here in about 35 minutes, we have all our information together, and we have to meet with the distribution people overseas that want to talk to us, which is crazy.
Spelled his name wrong. He was made sense. Oh, okay.
Just a little. We're talking about flying Nicole and I over there to
meet with them and
do this country tour through all the theaters, and I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
I'm not nervous. You're nervous. I can't type tonight. That's me every day, so I understand. No worries. Possessor was pretty good and different.
Yeah.
Last one in theater was Invisible Man. Last one I love streaming is One Cut of the Dead, also a Shudder release.
Wow, okay.
Okay, cool.
Wow, the last movie you saw was Invisible Man.
That makes sense, because I was like right about when all this crap started, right? We watched it at home.
Was it?
I
wow,
think
because
so.
It seems like that was so long ago.
Yeah, we watched it at home, but I don't. Yeah, I think so.
Wow. Ben.
Diane's like, I can't type tonight. Sweet. Well, it's good to know that people are still seeing things in theaters. I didn't know. I actually thought a bunch of the one here were gonna close, but
they did.
Yeah, there is some that closed, but some of them are still open. Benny Loves Me is a favorite. Is that the one with Nick Cage? Isn't that the one we watched the other night?
No.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
You know, Benny Loves Me.
What?
The one with Nick Cage where he goes into that, like, Chuck E. Cheese.
No, that's Wiley's Wonderland.
Oh, okay.
How in the world do you confuse the name Wiley's Wonderland with Ben?
I didn't know the name of it, and I thought that was the name when she said it. That's all. You shut up.
I can understand, like, Willy Wonka and Wiley's Wonderland, but Ben Loves Me?
Shudder is an awesome streaming service.
Oh,
It's because
baby.
it has little characters in
Maybe
it.
that's what I love about you.
It has little
You're a
characters.
great actor.
No, watch this. Benny loves me. I guarantee there's a little character. Yes, it has a little character guy, and so I thought that was the same one.
Right, a little character looks like Nick Cage.
No, but he goes into the Chuck E. Cheese. You know what? You know what? Kiss my ass. Call it that. One Cut of the Dead was amazing. Okay, we'll have to check it out. Swear to God. I'm gonna chop his friggin' fingers off in his sleep. Texas Chainsaw was the last horror I saw in the theater. Wait, are you
who said
serious?
that? Really?
Like the one from the 2000s? Or you mean like they re-showed it, or
are you
you haven't been in the
kind of
movies?
like me in that you watch stuff like on DVD and VHS and all that?
I remember Before the Plague, right? Before the Plague.
No, this is a Teddy who comes to life to kill.
Okay, well, in that one, it's an animatronic figure that comes to life to kill, so it's not that far off, in my opinion. Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, Willy's Wonderland. Wait a minute, Willy's Wonderland. That reminds me of The Empire Strikes Back.
I'm gonna kill you.
Don't they?
I came late. Took me a bit to figure out what we're talking about. There was only a few months that all Regal theaters and others were closed. Otherwise, I always go to the theaters to see movies.
Well,
I miss going. We haven't been. Well, I don't remember.
Ironically,
What's the
I
last
don't
thing
miss
we
going.
saw?
Ironically, I don't. The only times that I actually got to a place because audiences became so rude and disgusting that the only movies that I like to see in a movie theater anymore, unless it's a small independent theater, is when it's a big blockbuster movie. And then I want to be screaming and yelling with everybody else. But I remember I went to see this movie that I really loved, and somebody took their shoes off and put their feet up, and
He's just
somebody
saying that
over
because
here
he
was
hates
talking.
leaving the house, and he has an excuse to not have to leave now. He's like, it's because the
But,
movie sucked.
Yeah,
Fried Berry, that is so good.
Fried Berry. Is that one with Drew Barrymore and Adam
I
Sandler?
hate you. I'm not talking. 1998.
Wow.
That's the last time you went to the
Wow.
movies. Wow. Y'all are making me think of Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. Okay, well, maybe.
Yeah, I agree, Diane.
Yeah. I like that Hunter on was it Amazon?
That was really good.
That one's really good. Emily, me too.
Does In the Heights count?
What is?
Is everybody drunk tonight?
I wish.
Because if y'all had told me we were all going to get drunk, hell, I would have signed up a long time ago. That's why I don't go theaters anymore either. Yeah, it's I really got to a point of I can enjoy going to the theater for two reasons. One, I'm trying to think of and please, if you didn't like it, that's fine. But when Avengers Endgame came out, I was like, okay, this I want to see in a big theater, but I only like to see it during opening night when nerds show up dressed up and we have our shirt on and everybody screams and yells and loves it no matter what. Then I'm okay with that. That's like being at a rock concert, I feel like. Or we have a really nice small independent theater that if somebody's in there acting like an ass, they'll throw them out. I love that. But I can't stand anymore spending $40 by the time I'm done, paying for her and all the popcorn and candy and everything.
Why are you blaming on me? You always get your own tub of popcorn.
And then sit there and listen to two people talk, hear phones going off and on, hear people talking amongst themselves. And I'm just like, it's just not fun anymore. Like, for somehow, some way.
You
know what? I actually think, I don't know when this happened, but the theater switched over and started getting recliner seats and everything. And at first I thought, great. But what I realized is it made the general public feel like they're in their living room.
Full moon.
And
I liked it, but I also didn't treat it like that. So,
well, I
see
know
what
you didn't, but you are forgetting when that woman took her shoes off and her socks and started rubbing on her feet next to you, and you about screamed and ran out of the theater.
Yeah, I don't like feet.
And we had to remember, I'm the one who got the brunt of it because I had to sit through the damn movie again because you were like, I really want to see this, and we're going to watch this again without her here. And I was like, I did not like this movie. And you went, I'm sitting through it again, and so are you. And I was like, that damn woman. So anyway.
It's a full moon. That's what it is, Jason said. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Hey, it's 10 o'clock here. I'm ready. Not drunk yet, Elena. Well, what are you waiting for? Ask Nick if she remembers the movie Commando. I don't.
Wait, with Nick Cage in it? Wasn't that with Arnold? Or was Nick Cage in it also? I mean, I remember Commando. Or are you talking about Commando?
Take Nicole out to a movie and buy her dinner. Also, cheapskate. Thank you!
Okay, well, it's nice to have you around, Steve. Steve sadly has to
He never
leave
takes
now.
me out. No, it's fine. Not fun anymore. Oh.
Yeah.
Our favorite Alamo Draft House closed by us. I know, I saw that they were closing.
I loved Alamo Draft House.
Sucks.
And what was the other chain when we were in LA? They would actually throw people out.
Yeah. I low-key love weekend view movies at home now. I can drink all I want, run to the bathroom when I want. No one bothers me. That's true.
That is true.
That's true.
I think there's a nice balance. I don't want theaters to go away.
I hate the reclining seats. I love them.
But I don't mind. Man, I used to hate this when I'd go in to see a movie. There were so many movie plexes here at one point that they just didn't. Remember the speakers were cracking over our head on that one, and it was a scary movie, so it was the worst, and the seats were all broke.
Oh, we went to like an older theater. Yeah. The floor was sticky with unknown substances, which is pretty disturbing.
No, honey, that was the Peep Show that you were.
No, I'm talking about that old dollar theater we went to. The only film I've seen on the big screen where everyone clapped and cheered was Rocky. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you I'll tell you all a funny story. I went to see, I can't remember if it was Rocky 2 or Rocky, when he fights the Russian, the great big, huge Dolph Lundgren one. And we were sitting in this huge theater, and everybody was, you know how it is. That's what we love about Rocky is, he's going to do what he can, but he always gets his ass kicked and climbs himself back out of it.
What's this Rocky?
I'm sure.
3:57 a.m. and raining.
What I loved is, because I saw it here in Tulsa, and I'm going to get it down perfect. He finally got back up, and this woman was so into it. It was a beautiful movie moment. She went, "Oh, Rocky, go!" And I was like, she was standing up.
Commando was Arnie, but
that woman is into this movie.
Hey, don't confuse me, all right? I'm confused enough as it is. I love going to theaters to enjoy with my friends, though. Is it theater or theater? I don't.
Is it theater?
Didn't you?
Well, over here,
I don't know.
I won't go down there or the theater.
The movie house.
I don't think.
I like going with my friends too. That's kind of why I miss like a night out. Like you meet for dinner, drinks, and then you go see a movie. It was more like an event for me than whatever. But drive-ins are popping up everywhere now. I would like to go to a drive-in. I've never been, so I think it'd be fun.
Did you tell them our experience?
Yeah. So when we moved here, I told him I'd never been to a drive-in. He was like, "Well, holy hell, we have a drive-in here. We should go." So one Friday night, we loaded up the car with treats and blankets, and we were headed to the drive-in. And as we were driving up to it, there was like a bunch of smoke, and we looked over on the highway, and the drive-in was on fire.
Yep.
It burnt to the ground that night when we were going to see it, and they've rebuilt it since, but we just haven't had a time to go. So it took us a year.
I kept putting it off, and finally I was like, you know what? I got a little gift for you tonight. I'll take you to the drive-in. And she's like, oh, yeah. We pre-cooked our own popcorn, got some snacks,
we have a cinema
pillows,
with,
everything. And as we were driving to it, I was like, man, boy, something's on fire over there. And we pulled up, and I was like, well, that was the drive-in.
We have a cinema with comfy sofas to sit on, more expensive. We can drink booze and order cooked food to eat. Yeah, we have those here too. I wasn't such a big fan of the whole food thing because I feel like it was too noisy. Like people were clinking plates and just a lot of distraction going on. But I do like the ones that let you drink in them. Those are fun. That's the one I put Rocky for. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just volunteered at a horror hotel convention to ram projector in one of 3 rooms for indie films, and we did pretty decent for attendance. That's good. That's good to hear. I always love to hear that. The only correct spelling is the Queen's English. You guys butchered it.
Theater.
Theater. First film I really remember at the cinema was Herbie Rides Again.
I saw that too. I loved Herbie. Herbie was badass.
Is that the one they remade with Lindsay Lohan? What? You know what? Never mind. I did actually go to a drive-in one in the
only
States.
real Herbie is Herbie the Love Bug. Herbie Rides Again.
I didn't ask the real one. I said, is that the one they remade?
I don't know. I don't really watch anything with
Let's actually
Lindsay
go to a
Lohan
drive-in one in the States. Nice. True Bobby, I was born and raised in England until I was 16 when we moved to the States. I didn't know that, Zach. That's cool. I usually have eaten before the adverts and trailers end. Well, I do too, but most people eat slow as hell, so they're like chewing like cows the whole movie.
We
It's
happen
gross.
to go with a couple that I promise you. This guy's like 6'4", 220, and literally he ordered like 4 dinner meals. And we actually, Nicole and I secretly put him on the list for people we never go see a movie with again, because then he got like this T-bone steak thing, and next to us it's like, and I was like, oh my god.
The Batman cocktail definitely helped with that. Yeah, so that was one of the things I liked. You probably went to the same one we did, where they did the themed cocktails with the movies you're at. So I went to see the Sniper movie. Was it American Sniper?
Yes.
And I didn't realize, but it was called something Sniper, and I thought it was just going to be like a drink. This thing was like this freaking huge. It was like a big giant. So, of course, I drank it all.
Right. I was going to say, so of course she goes, well, this is too much. No. Literally 30 minutes into the movie, she was like, man, that was good. And
I don't remember
looked at her and I was
anything
like,
from that movie. I'm
was
just going
like,
to tell you right now.
baby, what are you doing? You are a lightweight. She was like, no, I think it was more like a fur. I was like, what did you just say? She was like, I was like, oh, shit.
I was like, I got the guns in the movie. I miss pillow and blanket forts on the trampoline watching a movie on those tiny-ass movie players while doing Matrix moves. Okay, I have never done that, but that sounds freaking amazing. And my friend has a trampoline, so
We
now
do.
I'm going to set this up.
Get ready. I'm going to drop the biggest nerd alert on the planet. Nicole and I still, though, do make forts with clothespins and watch scary movies. We do.
Yep.
Just, I don't, we do. You know,
Herbie Hancock.
when you don't have money, you make life fun.
I saw it in NOLA. It is a full milk. Nobody can type tonight. Can't type tonight. I saw a Quiet Place and there was a guy eating popcorn loudly. I hoped the creature would come out of the screen and get him.
Yeah.
I agree.
I hate that too.
People need to learn to chew with their mouth closed.
And also, has anybody noticed ever in a movie theater?
No, it wasn't,
nowhere
Bobby.
ever does anybody eat like that. But for some reason, people get in the movie theater with popcorn, and their goal must be to see if they can get this much. Like, they're like, har, har, har. And I'm like, what?
I actually made 2 YouTube videos about this, about movie theater etiquette in the past.
It's crazy thing. It's like, literally, I go, well, first of all, the popcorn's not going anywhere. Trust me. But I mean, it is a real thing.
Yeah, like they do the hit, and then there's like kernels just falling down the cheeks. And the one time we went, and this lady tripped and dumped her whole bucket of popcorn in my lap. It was not a good.
I thought it was great. I was like,
Not
look,
a good scene.
that's just like we bought a large. We can eat all that that's in your lap.
We went place 2 was rubbish.
A quiet place too.
I know, I was making fun of them because everybody's typing tonight. They can't do it.
I have not seen that yet. I have friends that love it. I have friends that didn't.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Everyone's a Porky Pig from Looney Tunes tonight. Exactly. A pee.
All right, do a real favor for the people overseas. Throw in the what happened tonight. What we went live with the add-on perk.
Yeah, so we are now live. If you want to get this perk, it is available as an add-on to any other perk. If you've already donated, you can still add it on. You get the tank dog tag. It'll have Tank's actual name on it and 2 chains, and it comes in a custom tin like this one with a custom sticker. And it will also have a magnet, a Tank Mohawk magnet, and a special note in your tin box from Tank to you with your name on it, with a plot point from the movie. And it also comes with an 8.5 by 11 signed picture that was drawn by Zach Raw of Tank. So yeah. Funniest was Happy Death Day 2 and everyone leaving except me and a few others. Then an extra scene came on. I always watch credits to the end.
We always do that now. Too,
I do that
just to
too,
make
or I
sure.
at least Google to see if there is one. Or I eat at the cinema. You go for the movie. Now I have to have popcorn, but I don't eat like a pig, so OnlyFans pics? Joking. What? Why'd you look at me like that?
Well, how I knew she and I were going to make it was the first time we went to the movies together.
What's your fat pop?
And we went, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to order myself popcorn. I suggest, if you want popcorn, get your own because I don't share. And she went, yeah, I don't share either. And so I was like, oh, we're great.
Yeah, we have to each get our own. I usually get a small one, and he'll get a smaller medium one. Because I like to add seasoning to mine. I don't want to be reaching over to get mine.
Because I went, and I used to let my dates order it. And they'd be like, I don't want anything. I was like, you sure? Yeah, no, I don't want any popcorn. Are you positive? Yeah. And then literally, I'd look down, and I'd be like, what in the living hell? And they'd be like, oh, sorry. So, yeah. I squashed that. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I wasn't shy, though. I said, yeah, no, I want my own damn bucket of popcorn.
Yeah, she ain't shy about food.
I'm not shy about what I eat.
If we go to a restaurant,
I'm getting all the food.
Yeah.
You don't get, I don't want to share either. You can't have a bite.
She doesn't. I was like, oh, we're going to get along great.
If you want French fries, get your own damn fries.
I was so used to it. And when I went out with her, I was like, now look, I hope you're not one of these people. And she just looked at me and she went, yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that. Order 2 appetizers, order the main meal, dessert, a couple of drinks, and I was like,
that's right. Not big on eating at the cinema, but the Alma Draft has to offer big kahuna burgers, which really are tasty burgers. Really? I have never had one. Sadly, never will because they closed. Dang it. Emily, I'm carrying some extra COVID luggage too. I think everyone is, you know? It got us all. Took us all out. And yeah, so well, what time is our meeting thing? Is it soon?
It's in about 15 minutes.
Okay. So we got 15 minutes. Well, do we need to get up sooner than that to go over with notes or anything, or are we okay?
Let's stay here and talk with everybody for another 5 minutes, and then
I leave theater looking like fat bastard from Austin Powers. Don't test me. Oh man, that's how
wait a minute.
Restaurants.
Wait. What? Are you serious, man?
Yeah, he doesn't like popcorn. You didn't know that? Even when he'll get something else.
I know people who don't eat popcorn unless they're watching the movie.
He doesn't like
But
popcorn.
I haven't ever really met anybody. You really don't like popcorn at all?
He gets he double fists hot dogs and other stuff at the movies. I've seen his other selections. He's trying to act like he doesn't eat at the movies. He just doesn't get popcorn. Popcorn on the lap. Step 1, you cut a hole in that box. Yeah,
Lord! I saw that movie. That's from the movie Diner.
Get in my belly.
Wow, I haven't. I think I would go out of my mind if I went to a movie theater.
Johnny doesn't like popcorn either. Y'all are weird.
What is wrong with you all?
I love popcorn.
No, I'm teasing, but there is something wrong with you all. But that's okay.
I'd agree with you. Then we'd both be wrong. Sick the creature on Matt.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I even love. We went to this movie theater once, and I'm glad it went out of business. It was all like it was in California, of course. It was all like wheatgrass and celery sticks and all this kind of stuff.
What?
Yeah, don't you remember that?
No.
Well, I'm sure you blocked it because I went in, and I'm fine with that if they offered all that and the other stuff. I have no problem with it. I'm like, great, good, whatever. I don't care. But why can't I smell fresh popcorn being popped? And where is it? And they were like, oh, no, we don't do popcorn here. And I was like, what?
I don't remember that.
Oh, I remember it.
I'm glad I forgot it.
And then I remember when we drove past it like 2 years later and it was shut down, we were like, yeah, you should have had that popcorn. Yeah.
Popcorn and snow caps. It's not a movie without snow caps. Bring my own for 99 cents.
Mine used to be popcorn and Juji fruits. Oh, anyway.
I don't popcorn either. Wow. I love popcorn. My teeth disagree at times. Yeah, it's a good idea to have like some toothpicks if you're gonna have popcorn. My dad hated popcorn. Was never allowed to make it in the house. Now I have a fancy popcorn maker.
Let me tell you something.
I want a popcorn maker.
Casey, let me tell you what I have a lot of dreams, right? And we all do, and you know that you're not going to get them all. But I have this one where they sell on Amazon. It's an actual like old time. It's like glass thing, and you put the popcorn in it and sit back, and it fills up the bottom of the popcorn. It's huge, and I so want one of those. I would have it set up right here, and as we're talking right now, you'd hear it going off, and I'd be like, "Hold on, let me get a scoop in there, popcorn." Oh, I love it.
Is it like this one, or it actually is a stand?
No, it's actually a stand. Not that crap.
Whoa,
That's not it.
Relax.
No, it's actually like a real,
like this.
Real, yeah, kind of like that. Except for again, notice that one's black.
Well, they have other colors.
I want the traditional old timey. Yes. Like that.
All right, let me show it. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
One of these days, man. Yes, because look, the popcorn will pile up, and I have the bags, and everybody that could come over, I could be. Shh.
Oh my God. Apparently, none of our friends like popcorn, so we'd be just eating it ourselves.
I've never run into
We need a theater that's like the Dixie Stampede. What is that? You know what that is? Okay, I thought it was another thing that I'm just stupid. I try to eat it all before the movie. I usually end up eating my popcorn before the movie too. Like by the time the
Wait a minute.
previews are over, at least.
I thought you said you didn't.
He said he eats nachos or hot dogs instead. Wine gums or well, that's like a whole UK thing. I have no idea what you're talking about. Wine gums. That sounds like an.
I have no idea what's happening to that.
Like someone with no teeth. I got one of those at Sam's Club. Oh, the popcorn maker?
Zach, are you serious?
I've seen those. Mine is a smaller dome one. We make ours on the stove. Elena has a small version.
I hate you all. I really do.
My uncle in England just sent me Maltesers and flakes. What the heck are you guys? Are Maltesers like malt balls? Is that what that is? I like malt balls. Shut up. I've been wanting a hot dog roller and bun warmer for years. Oak's got you a bun warmer over here.
What in the hell is going on?
Oh, being a kid is funny. I stole a bubblegum machine like that way back in the day. Oh my God, you thief. I used to love those. Put the quarter in. Mom, I have a quarter. Circle Cinema has the best popcorn. Does it? I can't remember. I've been there before, but I don't remember the popcorn.
No, you're right, Jeff.
Is it good?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Bianca and the kids love popcorn. It's the best snack. We eat it like every week.
It's like 3 popcorn. Remember makers? When we went to the
God, Elena, you're hoarding them all.
The Dome in LA, the Dome Theater. The reason they're popcorn and the reason Circle Cinemas is they're not buying the mass oil, like they're using fat. Oh, that's so good.
They like American hard gums. I don't know what that is.
I don't even know what American hard, unless you're talking like Bazooka. You mean like that type of hard gum?
I get drunk on wine gums. Oh, it's actually. Oh, okay.
And there is no alcohol. What in the world? Can you guys? What?
Can you translate?
Look up.
Dixie Stampede is a show in Branson that serves you food the whole time you watch the performance, guaranteed to leave looking like the Michelin Man. I'm down for that. Just shovel it in.
Nicole is a city, California.
Yeah,
girl.
true. I had no idea what that was.
Matt, I don't know what the hey there now. I don't even know what the Dixie Stampede is.
I'll save you a flick, Nicole. They're the bomb. Okay. Yeah, I'll try anything. Speaking of old style popcorn maker. What, Jeremy? What? You have one as well? Do you guys have a spare room I can rent? I love you so much.
Yeah.
We got a pallet out back with the shed.
Hey, look. Right now we have a whole bunch of tunnels. Anybody that wants to come over and sleep in the tunnels, you're allowed to.
There's a tarantula the dog killed last night, so just warning you. But
we had a lot of the actors. People would show up or it'd be too late, and they could ask if they could sleep.
She didn't even know what a switch is. We were like, "It's a stick your grandma will beat your ass with."
I know what a switch is.
He said I didn't know.
Oh.
I didn't know. I wasn't called. It was called.
Oh, I could make some funny comment. I'd be like, "Oh no, Matt, she knows what a switch is." No, but
premiere at Circo with pre-after party calaveras. Sounds good to me. We're probably not in control of where we have the premiere too much. It'll depend on the distributor, but
I'll put it to you this way: that's not out of the option. We've actually spoke a little bit. I know the owner very well, and so could be.
Old style popcorn maker coincides with hot dog maker.
Or I could have it out here at the studio, and I could make tents and sleeping bags for like 100 people.
said he never wants to leave the house. He's thinking of any excuse he can to stay here at the house. Yeah, it would be fun to have one of those popcorn makers. It'd be probably a lot easier than the stove that I have to do all the time. But it tastes better on the stove, I swear it does. It's better than the bags. It's
oh my god, that
way
is
better.
hilarious.
5 feet of tunnel and a smoker, and you'll be fed like kings and queens. Hell yes! All right, we'll set it up. We'll set it up. You said something the other day about some kind of steak you were gonna make, and I was like, yes, please. Yes, please. Now I'm hungry. You're making me hungry.
Okay, so sadly, here's what we got to do. It's not actually sad, but we do have to go because it's a very important meeting for Nicole and I. It's probably going to last a couple hours. But thank you for being here tonight, everybody. And we're going to be here tomorrow night. And tomorrow night, we're going to be on for a while. And we're also going to play movie charades. And then Saturday, we're going to be on probably once in the afternoon. And then we'll be on later that night when we're filming. And then Sunday, we're going to be on again. And you guys will be sick of us pretty soon. No, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
And again, I say this all the time, but if you're out in the world and you know of anybody who might be interested in what we're doing, pull them in. And even just $1, pull them in. They'll be on our mailing list. And there you go.
Yep.
Thank you all so much.
We appreciate you guys, and we will.
And Jeremy, if it's true that you have one of those type of popcorn makers, I don't know what the hell it's not doing over here. No, I'm just kidding. But you better. And Matt.
But you better.
You need to see somebody about that thing about not liking popcorn in the movie theater. It probably is hurting your movie going experience.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
A little bit. See you guys later.
Love you guys.
We will catch you tomorrow. Bye.